Good morning. We are on day 117. It's a little cool out today, not too bad, probably mid-50s. We are going uphill again. Surprise. I know, you're all shocked at this, as am I. We're going 18.2 miles, I believe, today, somewhere in that vicinity. Looks like a gorgeous day. Nice and sunny. I think it was a bit misty this morning because fall and the temperature dropped, so obviously it tends to get a little misty here in the mountains or hills, the rolling hills. Technically we are now in southern Virginia. I guess we hit that threshold, according to my maps anyway, when we left Troutville? Yeah. When we were with the tramway there. So that's where my maps flipped to southern Virginia. So I think I'm roughly at about 700 more miles to go. Which numbers are getting smaller. Yay. We've got some good elevation today on both ends. It tends to be the rolling hills of Virginia. They ain't lying, and they ain't small hills. So it's a big U shape again. So we go up, over hill, down, and then we go back up, and then a little bit down at the end. So that's kind of the day planned. All right, we're going up and up and up. Let me show you. So this is the trail. So the trail's gorgeous, and you really can't tell, but it goes up for about 1,000 feet on this end. So I'm gonna turn this off so that I may breathe appropriately to go up this hill. All right, let's call it that. Okay, so we're reaching closer to the top. We're not at the top yet, but we're kind of running the ridge line to the top. And the sun's finally popped its head out, and it's a little hazy still because it's all the mist and clouds haven't fully burned off, but it is gorgeous out here, and I thought I'd just share that with you. All right. Okay, so I just heard from a little white rabbit, or technically a green rabbit, as I fall down, that it is Laura Lou's birthday. She is one of my subscribers, so a little shout out to you. Happy 63rd, I believe is what we figured. Either way, and although you'll get the 7 days after your birthday, happy birthday nonetheless. And Rabbit's doing well. Although, as usual, he's passed me. All right. Well, we're still climbing uphill, so we're going to keep going. So I stopped at this little guy, and he's just eating a mushroom. Clearly, I'm disturbing him, so I will leave him eat his mushroom. Okay, so I just crossed the area which had the bridge out. You could rock hop it, but it did require going into a group of kids' campsite there. Their music going and everything. I'm not sure if you can still hear it from here. They were cooking on the fire and actually looked pretty good. Okay, a couple of cases of beer in the corner, floating in what's left of the river. The river's not very high right now, so it was easy to rock hop it. But they had a really big tent, so it must have been really heavy to pack that all in. I'm not really sure where you come in from here, but anyway, it was an easy crossing. All right, let us continue. Okay, so we've just passed the highway in the parking lot. We're just going up. I think we got about 2,000 feet to go up. So I'm planning on another 1.25 miles, stopping at a shelter there on the way up, just to stop and have my first morning snack, because I'm getting hungry. And then I'm gonna keep climbing and climbing and climbing. But as you can see, at least the trail's nice. And it's sunny and it's gorgeous. It's a perfect fall day for hiking. So let's continue to go up. I swear every time these guys freak me out. Again, it's just the deflated tire rat snake. He's not gonna bother anyone. He's not even sitting in the sun, he's just being lazy. It's the first snake I've seen in a while. All right, we're still heading towards the shelter for a snack break. Let's continue. But look at all these beautiful fall colors. Starting to really come in now. All right. Well, I finished having lunch at the shelter, so we're about 9 miles and a bit. And it is a gorgeous day. I love all these fall colors. Nice view. It's gotten quite a bit warmer. So definitely sweating a ton. But lots of water and electrolytes, so I'm good there. But it's a gorgeous day to go for a hike. All right, let's keep going up. You can't really see them now, but there was a mom and a cub up there and they just ran away. Oh well. The best kind of bear is the kind they're watching from behind, running away, bear butts. Okay, so about 11 miles in, finally got to the top of this darn hill and we came across the Eastern Continental Divide sign there. So I wasn't expecting that. That's kind of neat. This is a really pretty little area I'm walking through. But at least I'm kind of at the peak of as far as I need to climb today, which is good because I'm kind of done climbing. There'll be little ones because there always is, but the big stuff is done. All right, 7 more miles. Okay, so I finally actually get a bit of a view. So this is of the southeast, and See what a gorgeous day it is down the valley. Just a few little farming communities. All right, well, that's it, and that's my trail right now, so let's keep going down it. Okay, so we have some of these stone cairns here, cairns that apparently were built by farmers quite some time ago. I'm not sure how long ago actually, when I guess this was farmland. You can kind of see a bunch of them in here. There's,
some are nice, some not so nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna just not spin around and fall, but I'm not sure if they were determining land or whatever their purpose was. There's a bunch of them. Okay, so this big oak tree is apparently over 350 years old and has been passed down with the land so that people don't cut it. So let's go see how big it is. Good morning. We are on day 118 and we've just left the trailhead. We were parked across the road there. Had a lovely dinner there last night. I caught up with all the tramily again, although they went past me to a shelter because I go to parking lots and they go to shelters. So, you know, but it was good to hike with them yesterday. Today we're doing 19.5 miles with a fair amount of elevation. I've got a 2,000 foot climb to start with, which is what I'm just now starting. And then I'll go, I think it's Kelly Knob I hit. Then I go back down 2,000 feet, because why not? Then I go back up 2,000 feet to Wind Mountain, across, and then back down. So it is definitely a good thigh building day. And it should be gorgeous out. It's really nice right now. It's about 10 degrees, so I think that translates to 50, high 40s, 50, somewhere in there. It's glove season for me, because my hands get cold real fast. That's the problem with having Raynaud's, which is that spasmy blood vessel thing in your fingers go numb. So little gloves at this temperature is required, but it's actually really quite comfortable, and it'll warm up quite nicely today too. I think it's supposed to be like 25 degrees, so high 70s. Clear, beautiful. Anyway, so that's the day as planned, but who knows what actually will happen, because that's how it rolls. But the trail is gorgeous. I'll show you here. So look at this beautiful trail. Actually, I think I start off in farm pastures and then go back into the woods. So that'll be kind of nice. Hoping it's mowed though, because this is the part where when the grass is not mowed, your feet get soaked because everything has dew on it. But we'll find out. All right, let's get cracking. Okay, I don't know if you could tell in that last picture, but the moon's still out because it's nice and early. I always like to get up early on well, really anything bigger than an 18-mile day, just especially with elevation because it tends to slow me down a bit. So thankfully, our fields are plowed, or not plowed, but mowed. And some weird animal sounds over there. Maybe those are cows. They don't sound like cows I'm familiar with, but out here, who knows? All right, let's keep going. So this is the peak of Kelly Knob. We're about 3,600 feet. I'm in the trees and, well, not much of a view. So we're gonna just keep going. We have a little more elevation to climb before we head back down. And I think we're at about mile 4.5-ish, somewhere in there. I'm just passing some blue blazes because that was kind of the peak. But now we're back on the regular trail and there's no peak. Well, there's nothing to see at the peak. All right, let's keep going. Okay, so we're at about mile 8 here. We got a lovely water source actually. And a little bridge to go over. And I'm just aiming to get to the next shelter there to have some lunch. Just because it's nice to sit at a table and not on a log to have lunch. So I'm about another mile and a half away from it. So not too far, but it is up. And I'm kind of at the bottom of the next 2,000 foot climb. I just came down it and I'm gonna have some lunch to refuel so that I can go back up it. Like I said, today is a thigh building day. So let's keep going. Okay, so I finally made it to the shelter here, War Spur. Nice and small, picnic table, bench, nothing fancy, but perfect for lunch. All right, I'm starving. Okay, so I am now on the peak at 4,000 feet. And unlike previous 4,000 feet of like New Hampshire and Maine, clearly I'm not in the Alpine. There's plenty of trees and there's absolutely nothing to see. But I'm at 4,000 feet and I'm not done climbing yet. So let's keep going. Okay, we're in the home stretch of the day. Last half mile to go. The last section was tough. There's lots of those big rocks like from back in Pennsylvania. There was a lot of bushwhacking with brush that wanted to be all pokey and spiky. So it took a bit longer than anticipated, which I was not a big fan of. But we're in the home stretch and almost done. All right, that's it.